Hey everyone, I'm Chess Coder and welcome to the very first episode of my new series, Grandmaster Thinking, where I dive into fresh opening ideas from Grandmaster level games. In this episode, we're going to explore fascinating gameplay to the 47th Barbera del Valles-A Open 2025 between two strong players, Michel Alejandro Diaz Perez and Daniel Alsina Leal. Let's dive into it. In this game we have d4, knight f6, c4, g6, knight c3, d5, cd, knight d5, e4, knight c3, bc, bishop g7, bishop c4, c5. This is called the Grünfeld Defense. White has complete control over the center, while black undermines it. Knight e2. After white has developed this bishop to c4, it's quite logical to develop the knight to e2. Rook castles, knight c6, bishop e3. Black attacks the central point d4 with all his might, and this game is very sharp and open. Bishop g4 is one of the main theoretical continuations. Black evokes f3 in order to develop the bishop on d7. f3, bishop to d7. h4. h4 is a computer novelty, and despite the fact that white has already castled, they capture space on the king side. It's quite possible that at some point white will move to h5. And black goes b5, another novelty, and black goes to a variation where the position is greatly simplified. It's worth saying that there was a predecessor rook c8 and h5, cd, knight takes d4, and we should capture on f7 because our bishop on c4 is hanging. Bishop f7, rook f7. Bishop f7 is an intermediate move, and the position is unclear. Knight d4, gh, queen d3, queen b6. And here white needed to exchange queens to prevent black from activating his pieces and starting to attack the king. Queen d3, queen g6, and it's worth saying that gh is in black's favor, of course, because after gh, black has a wonderful square g6 for their queen, and after rook ac1, rook fc8, black seized the initiative and won. This game was played between Maxim Petrakov, a very strong Russian grandmaster, almost 2700, and Corrales Dimenes F. His rating is 25 to 32, but I don't know who is this grandmaster. So we have b5. As I've already mentioned, this is a computer novelty, and after bishop takes b5, black captures knight takes d4. Bishop d7, knight to 2, a very important move, queen e2, queen d7, rook a d1, and queen a4. Queen a4, and after numerous exchanges we have the following picture. The pawn structure is almost symmetrical for both sides. Both kings are completely safe. Even if we look at the king g1 and the king g8, both of them are completely safe and nothing is dangerous for them. The activity of the pieces is slightly on the side of the blacks, although the position continues to simplify it. And we can conclude that the position is completely equal, even according to computer. Black could go queen e6, it would be even slightly more accurate according to Stockfish, but queen e4 is also very nice. Bishop takes c5, rook fc8, attacking the bishop. We take the pawn on e7, black takes the pawn on c3, rook d2, defending from rook c2, and it's worth saying that despite black is down a pawn, their pieces are overactive, and of course this is enough compensation for a pawn. Rook e8, attacking our bishop, bishop g5 and f5. So, white has an extra pawn, but the black pieces are more active than the whites. After queen d1, rook fd1, we simplify our position, fe, rook d8, and after rook takes d8, check, king f7, rook d7, attacking the pawn on a7, king g8, but we can't take this pawn on a7 because black has a very simple trick, bishop d4, just winning our rook. After fe, h6, attacking our bishop, bishop d2, rook a3, rook d8, king f7, rook d7, king g8, rook d8, king f7, rook d7. Both opponents agreed to a draw because of a threefold repetition. So what do we learn from this game? Sometimes novelties are not about launching a wild attack, but about reaching a favorable simplified structure. Both players demonstrated precise understanding of the Grunfeld, and their preparation paid off. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe and follow for future videos in my series Grandmaster Thinking. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.